Hey, what's up guys? It's Fusion, and most of you GTA players know that it came out with the new Tuners DLC. And so far I've been loving it. Hope you guys have been loving it too. But the main thing I'll be talking about in this video is that the new business that came out, I'm gonna be talking everything, how much money you can get, and how roughly I'm gonna add them all up and how much roughly you can get with each thing that is here. So now the first thing, once you meet with Moody Man and Santana, you go ahead and go to the whiteboard, which is upstairs of the building. Once you go upstairs, there should be a whiteboard, and the whiteboard gives you 6 missions in total. Each of them pay out roughly 160k to 180k. Okay? And now once you do that, you start one up, and it comes with 2 prep missions that you have to do. And then once you do those 2 prep missions, you go ahead and go to the finale. It's kind of like a mini heist, I would say, mini heist, because except for that, there's not much prep missions, which is in the heist, than in here. Yeah, and I want to talk about there's 2 positives to this, 2 positives, and these are like the main things for me. The first positive is that you could do an invite-only session here, which is insane. I just figured this out like yesterday when I bought it, and it's a lifesaver because if this was free mode, I would have to do a solo public session, and that just takes time. But that is just a lifesaver. Second is that you could do this. It's solo. It's all solo. So if you want to invite your friends, go ahead and invite your friends, but it wouldn't matter because you could do it all solo. And that's the amazing thing about this, because it's so simple too. These are like, I think each one is like 5 to 10 minute preps. So that's already, for both of them, which I would say like roughly 5 minutes. So if you add them both, the 10 minutes, and I would say the finale costs like, I think it would be like 30 to 20 minutes. So that's roughly about like 30 to 45 minutes. Pretty simple, easy jobs. And plus, I think each mission pays you out like 10k for each prep. So that's an extra 20k for just one. So that's just already insane. Okay, so the main things I want to talk about is that, like, the requirements, I would say. Now, the first thing you need is a CEO. You need to be a CEO, which I think most of you should have, because it's like the main thing in everything, the CEO. Second, you need to have 50 to 100k, because the 50k would get you the membership that you need to get for the LS car meet, which I think is the main thing you should buy. It's only 50k. And 100k should be for the extra money that I'm going to show later on in this video. So keep watching so you can know how much money you can get. And the third one is that just go ahead and go do the main mission that they want you to do when you first enter GTA, which is the LS car meet. Once you do that, it's perfectly fine. And then you finally meet Moody Man and Santana. And that's pretty simple. Just that would take you like at least like an hour or 30 minutes. Okay, now the other thing I want to talk about is, in some missions there are signal jammers, which it should be pretty easy because each missions will take like 5 to 10 minutes. Like this one is 10 minutes. So each signal jammer should be 10 minutes. Now what I want to talk about is, do not shoot the camera. There's to be a camera right next to the signal jammer, and do not shoot it. It's bulletproof. And if you shoot it, cops are going to be automatically right over there. And so don't shoot that because that wastes your 10 minutes. And the reason why I say 10 minutes, because if you need to do all of them. If you could do 5 to 6, that's perfectly fine. But I suggest trying to do all of them because it actually saves time for the police to get there. It like saves you an extra 1 or 2 minutes for the police to get there. So that's actually really nice, because if you don't have that, cops are gonna be there automatically to kill you. So yeah. And once you get the money, just go ahead and get out of there. And one other thing I want to talk about is that wait for the camera to go the opposite way where the signal jammer is. Once you wait for that, you go ahead and go to signal jammer and get out of there. I also want to talk about how being a CEO, in this case, for the 2 missions, for all 6 of these missions, I think CEO would be better. Because all the abilities you have, like, you can spawn in the buzzer, you can spawn in new cars, bulletproof cars, and those will help you definitely during the missions, the prep missions. So I'd rather be a CEO than rather be a motorcycle club manager or a VIP member. So I think those are pretty simple. And also, this little clip right here, I think you can go around the camera just underneath. Like, it's very simple. Just go underneath the camera and they'll let you pass. It's too simple. You don't even have to worry about the camera just touching you, unless if the camera reaches you when you do the signal jammer. And for the final heist, final mini heist, the last objective, you can either invite friends if you want to, or you just do it solo, which I also like that because I like doing mostly everything solo. I think it's more fun. And also, here's a clip of me doing 5 to 6 because I think getting 5 signal jammers and just leave the last one that's in Sandy Shores, leave the last one there. Now the second way you can get money is the exotic experts list, and that's after you complete the mini heist. Once you do that, you unlock this. As you can see, I got one already out. So now I've seen people do this in like 4 to 5 hours, and it only gives you 300k if you complete all of them. So I don't really suggest doing this because it's just it's a time waster, and I believe that all of these cars, you have to find it. It really just depends on how long you take to find it. So I don't really suggest this method because it's just too quick. It's just too slow, too slow. 200k for the cars and 100k bonus. So I just don't believe that this is any worth it at all. And lastly, the final way you can get money is kind of like an import-export. Now for me, I got lucky and I got it's kind of like high-end, low-end, and medium. This is kind of like an import-export, but I would say it's a cheaper business. And yeah, I think this would be better. And I think for the high-end, you can get 80k, and the medium, I think you get, I think like roughly like 50k or 60k. Or 70, I'm not sure. And the low end should be like 50k or 40k, around that. As you see on the bottom, it says payment 30, and you should get, like, the vehicle costs 50 at the beginning, and they give you a 30k bonus. So that should be pretty easy to do. And as you can see on this clip, on the bottom right, you have to make sure that you have to get everything right. As you can see on the middle, it says bright orange. Or like in the middle again, it says the upgrades, turbo tuning, street transmission, like everything. If you get those all checked off, you go ahead and bring it to the dealer, and you're fine. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple business, pretty simple money you can get, and yeah, I really recommend this also. See, now these cars often come out 20 minutes or 10 minutes, depending. I'm not sure, but like I think it comes out either 10 or 20 minutes, but it also gives you options if you want the staff member to go drive it to the location, which I do not recommend because Santana always calls you back, or texts you back, and says this guy was a reckless driver and he lost you some money. Okay, and so I recommend just do it by yourself. It takes you like five minutes, probably like 2 minutes at the least. Like, go ahead and do it yourself because it's gonna come back with the negative money. Like, you go ahead and get the full, really get the max, then the less money. It's kind of like the import-export where you, like, if you crash the car, you lose money. Except that there's no AIs. If you go on a public, solo public session, there's usually occasional AIs that come after you. But this, if you're just doing invite only, there's no AIs at all. So it's like a passive business. So yeah, that's the reason why I really love this, because it's passive. I can do it invite only too, so it's super cool. See, now once you deliver the vehicle, you should get roughly around the price that is most expensive for this. So as you can see, I get 80k from this because it's not scratched at all. So once you get that, you get the money. It's so quick. It's so quick. It's amazing. See, payment for delivery 30k, damages 0. Just try not to damage the car at all. That's pretty straightforward. And yeah, just try not to damage the car at all. Okay, that's gonna wrap up for this GTA video. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I really appreciate you guys for the support and everything. Really do appreciate it. I'll be trying to come out with more Rocket League videos. I'm sorry I couldn't be posting today. I mean, anytime this whole entire month. It's just something's going on with the ways I just transfer my Xbox stuff to my PC. It's different. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be coming out with those car vids, car customizations, and I come out with a total of how much we'll be making off of these 3 things if you do them. Roughly about 1.5 to 1.6. But thank you guys so much for watching again, and I really appreciate you guys stopping by.